Welcome everyone. Natalie Monty coming to you today with some active isolated stretching. So the theory behind active isolated stretching is the muscle on one side contracts, thereby causing the muscle on the other side of the body to lengthen. So each move is lengthening and strengthening. It's a great way to stretch. It's very effective. You'll notice long-term benefits more than just regular stretching. So let's go ahead and get started. If you have a strap available to you, that's the best. If not, you can use a belt or the tie off of a bathrobe, or I will mention how to modify if you have no strap at all. So we'll go ahead and recline down on the floor. We'll bring the strap to the ball of your foot, which would be right by the toes. And you just want to slide your hands down so that your elbows are bent and you feel like your non-working leg is long, and have some activity in that leg just to help stabilize you on the mat. And we're starting by flexing the foot and then return. If your hamstrings are very tight, it's fine to lower your leg down to a lesser angle or even bring your leg all the way down. So that would be the modifications. If you're brand new to active isolated stretching or any kind of stretching, you may want to start with your leg all the way down. It's a little less things to think about. You don't have to hold your leg all the way up. So this would be the easiest. This is harder still. This is more difficult. So go anywhere in between. So we'll flex the foot. You're using the muscle in the front to pull up. And once you get to your maximum stretch, you assist with the strap. And then point the foot away. Pull with your muscle and then pull with the strap. Point your foot away. Flexing your foot, using your muscle to pull it up, and then pull with the strap. And the hold with the strap is about 2 good seconds. So we point, flex, and pull 1,000, 2, 1,000. Point, stretch, and pull. Try to pull and not use your neck when you pull. You want to use the strength of your arms. So point, flex, and give a stretch. Typically we do about 10 repetitions. The calves are generally tight for most people, so we don't want to skimp there because it's important to stretch the calves, because then we move into the hamstrings and we want to make sure that your calves are open first. So we go through our last one: point, flex, and pull. And we really want to give a good pull, not a wimpy little pull with 2 fingers. Really pull and stretch. And then go ahead and bend your knee, slide the strap down to the arch. And again, if you don't have a strap, you can assist and hold on to the back of the leg. So we'll straighten the leg and then bend. This is our bent leg hamstring stretch. So we're straightening the leg by squeezing the quad so that the hamstring, the muscle in the back of your leg, lengthens. Bend at the knee and straighten. You want to anchor your hip down into the mat and feel like you're lengthening up through your heel. And then bend and lengthen. On this move, as we continue to work, the strap is not doing a lot of pulling here. It's just assisting in guiding your leg to be straight, but we're not really pulling. The work is done by contracting the muscle in the front, your quad, to neurologically turn off the hamstrings in the back. So that's the work here. The strap here is just guiding. So if you don't have one, you can hold on to the back of the leg. So we'll go 2 more repetitions. Really make an effort to get a good contraction in your quad so that the hamstring releases. And last one. Now here's where it gets interesting. We'll take our strap, wrap it around the leg, and our purpose is to rotate the lower portion of the leg inward. And we straighten, again, getting that good contraction. We keep our foot turned in, the ankle stays soft, and we lower it back down. You can use your free hand to assist in keeping your leg upright. And if you can add your breath too, if it's not too much to think about, we want to extend and inhale when it's easy, and exhale through the work is the easiest way to remember that. So the lower portion of your leg is internally rotated, so we're getting a different portion of your hamstring than we did on the first movement. And just 2 more times. So the strap is assisting the rotation of the leg. The top part of your leg stays square and does not rotate in. So then we'll take our strap and unwrap it and wrap it the other way. So we're externally rotating the lower portion of your leg. Again, free hand can help support, and we extend, anchor your hip down, and return. So we reach out, getting a good contraction in the quad, and then lower that down. And just check in periodically with your neck and shoulder. We have a tendency to hike the shoulders up when we're focusing on something else. So this is good practice for releasing through the shoulders. And just 2 more times. And good contraction. Really focus on firming the quad to help release through the hamstrings. And last one, you can see I'm not pulling the entire leg up. That'll elevate my hip, and that is not the purpose here. So now we'll go ahead and take that off and lower the leg all the way down to the mat. Now at this point, if your leg is becoming fatigued, you may want to switch to the other side, and if you're doing this later, just to start that process from scratch and then switch back and forth. Otherwise, we're going to go ahead with our straight leg hamstring stretch, pull the leg all the way up, and here's where we actually use the strap to help pull and get an additional range of motion. So we inhale through the easy, bringing the leg all the way down, allowing it to soften, and then lift it all the way up, and then pull at the end range, holding for 2 seconds. Inhale as it rests down, try to let the leg and muscles relax. Use the quad to help pull the leg up, and pull with your strap. 1,000, 2, 1,000. Or you can make up whatever words speak to you when you pull this up. 1 chocolate chip, 2 chocolate chips. And we lower it down. We just don't want to cheat on the time and just be so fast that the leg comes up and then drops back down. We want a nice, good contraction and stretch. Inhale through the easy. Exhale, lift, and stretch. And you want to be sure that you're using the muscles in your body to lift the leg, and you're not just yanking it up with the strap. And last one here on our straight leg hamstring stretch. Excellent. From here, let's go ahead and we'll bend the knee. And now we're moving from the hamstrings into the hip area. So we want to put the strap in the opposite hand. Free hand gets to hold on to the leg, and we're just drawing this leg across. So we'll go ahead and turn around just to make it a little easier to see. And we're drawing this leg across, aiming your knee at about your rib. So if you feel like it's awkward to use the strap, you can use your hands to draw it over. And we're aiming it across the body, attempting a stretch on the outside of the hip. Inhale as you release it back, and exhale, bring it across. Keep your other leg active and reaching long so your body doesn't roll off to the side. And one more time, bring it across. Then let's change the angle. And that would be helpful to have the strap. And we're reaching that leg out a little bit farther. You can use your hand out in opposition as it reaches across. Inhale as you release, and exhale, bring it across. You may find that you want to do anywhere between 5 to 10 of these. Depends on how tight your hip is and how much time that you have. Inhale, reach it back. Exhale, bring it across. So you can see I'm bringing it across my body and aiming it up and away at about a 45-degree angle. We'll do 2 more repetitions and reach it across. My other leg is reaching long and active and keeping my body from just rolling over. All right, from here, let's go ahead and bring my knee back into alignment, and I'm pulling or assisting myself by bringing this leg up, and then let it come back. So we have rotators in our hip, and we'd like to get those open. So with my free hand, I'm holding onto the thigh, and I'm actually turning or rotating that out into the hip, and my hand with the strap helps to facilitate that by pulling my foot upward. And we'll do 2 more times. So we're turning that leg bone in the hip socket, helping open those rotators. And then we switch to the other side. So bring your strap to the other hand, and we're going to go the other way. So now free hand helps assist. Typically for most people, this is pretty tight. So it's an important move. And we want to use our free hand to rotate and bring it out. And just 3 more times. So the effort is being exerted. If we didn't have the strap, I'm trying to push my foot outward toward the door using my hip muscles, and my strap helps facilitate that by bringing it a little further than I could go by myself. All right, so let's go ahead and switch over to the other foot. We're going to bring our strap to the ball of the foot. So that's a little bit above your arch. Your other leg is extended long. We can go anywhere between being on the mat, anywhere in between, all the way up, depending on your hamstring flexibility. So you point your foot, flex your foot, and pull on the strap. Anchor down through your hip in opposition. So point and flex and pull. 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000, and point and flex and pull. And point and flex and pull. So after you understand this and have maybe practiced it a few times, it'd be something you might be able to do while you're watching a movie or something. At first you may need to have some good concentration on it to really make sure that you know and understand the movements and how to hold the strap so you get the most out of it. And just 2 more times. Flex your foot and pull with the strap using the strength of your arms, keeping your shoulders out of it. And last one here. Good. And then from here, we'll go ahead and slide it down to your arch. For our bent leg hamstring stretch, we straighten the leg. Now, if you find that when you get straighten your leg, it's challenging to get it straightened, just lower it down a little bit. If your leg is too far forward, it is not going to straighten if you have tight hamstrings. So the modification is just lower it away, wherever that is for you, because it's imperative that the knee be straight so that the hamstring can stretch. So we want to go to your maximum forward, but for some of us as we're first starting out, that may be lower. It could be all the way down here. So wherever that is for you, and every day is going to be different. So we bend at the knee, extend, and really give a good contraction on the quad. And bend, and straighten, and bend, and straighten. So we have a light grip on the strap. We're anchoring down through the hip. And last one. But let's go ahead and we'll take our strap, rotate it. I typically go from the inside around to the outside, but either one is fine. As long as you do both directions. So we've got internal rotation of the lower leg. I'm extending through my non-working leg and extending it out by squeezing the quad. So if you find that your knee is rotating in, use your free hand to help stabilize it as best you can. Especially if the hamstring is tight, that upper leg is going to want to roll in as well. So we extend, good contraction at the end. You may feel that all the way down into your seat. Inhale while it's easy, and exhale as you extend, using your strap to continue rolling that foot inward. And extend. Be sure to hold and long enough at the end. Remind yourself that 1, 1,000, 2, 1,000. If you're finding you're rushing and getting through too quickly, the muscles don't have time to contract, and we're trying to strengthen in each move, getting a good contraction, re-educating these muscles. And last one, extend. And from here, we'll unwrap it and wrap it around the other direction. So the strap goes in the outside hand, and using your free hand to stabilize, extend. Try to keep your ankle soft. If you strongly flex your foot, that makes an additional challenge. So try to stay soft at the ankle as best you can and make the work happen in the quad. And extend, using that free hand to stabilize. Inhale through the easy, exhale through the work. Inhale through the easy, exhale through the work. Inhale. So typically if you go to a class, even a yoga class, they may not go through all this kind of stretching. So yoga is great, but this really delves much deeper. And just 2 more times. Inhale as you bend. Exhale as you straighten. Keeping your shoulders out of it. Remind yourself to relax your neck. Last one. Okay, so we'll go ahead and bend and unwrap. We're ready for your straight leg hamstring stretch. Leg drops down. You can give it a rest for a moment. And when you're ready, go ahead and contract your quad. Lift the leg up and give your pull at the end. Anchor down through your hip. Try to keep your hip on the mat and not let it roll upward. Inhale as you lower. Exhale, it comes up and pull with the strap, keeping your neck and shoulders out of it. Inhale as you lower. Exhale and lift. Anchor down through your hip. Soften the shoulders. Use the strength of your arms for the stretch. Inhale. Let it come down nice and softly and up. Squeezing or contracting through the quad. Inhale through the easy. Exhale through the lift. Inhale as you bring it down. And the breathing is very important. All right, and go ahead and we'll take our strap and go ahead and bend at the knee, and we're going to reach this leg across. And that helps to open our hip. And then bring it in a slightly greater angle. Inhale as you reach it across. Exhale and reach. So you can use your free hand. Thumb can go in your hip crease. That can help pull your hip down, thereby opening it a little bit more. Inhale and reach it across. If you don't have a strap, or if you're more comfortable, you can use an overhand grip on your shin and use your hand to help rotate as you bring it across. We're starting bringing it across low toward the rib or the hip. Inhale as it opens. Exhale as you reach it across. And just one more. And reach it across. And we'll increase our angle using the strap if you have one. And now we're bringing it a little bit higher, more towards your shoulder, reaching across again, using that free hand to rotate that upper part of the leg outward, reaching it across. If your hips are tight, it can affect your back, your knees, your neck, your shoulders, so opening the hips is extremely important. And last one. All right, so going back to our first leg, we're going to go ahead and take that strap, place it on the arch of the foot, and taking our straight leg hamstring stretch and taking that a little bit further. We've got internal rotation, or we wrap the strap around the back side of the leg, rotating our whole leg inward, and starting with the leg all the way down. As it comes up, we're using the strap in that opposite hand. Think of this as coming about to your nose and then all the way back down. So make an effort to keep the leg internally rotated. The one on the mat is helping you to stabilize. You can pull with your opposite hand to help draw it toward the center of your body. Inhale as you lower. Exhale and pull. One or two hands, whichever works best. Inhale as it comes down. Exhale, pull it across. Remembering to keep your hip anchored. We have a tendency to start to roll over and let the hip lift, so try to be your own policeman and keep your hip down onto the mat. And pull, aiming again about to the center of the body. Inhale and exhale. So remember when we did our first one, our straight one, we're going about in alignment, and now we're coming over a little bit more to the middle of the body. And last two like this. And last one. A good stretch. 1,000, 2, 1,000. Now bringing that strap in our same side hand, just open the leg out to the side. Gives a nice stretch for the inner thigh. And that rotation of the strap being on in this position is helpful for the correct positioning of your foot. So we'll bring it back to the center. Unwrap, wrap it over the other way. Now we've got external rotation. Starting with your foot towards the outside edge of your mat, so it's already outside of your shoulder line. Strap is in your opposite hand. We bring it across. Think of your ankle bone aiming towards your shoulder. So it's coming just slightly across the body, but most importantly, it's got external rotation. So the more we get that turned out, we're opening that hip as well on the other side. Inhale as you lower down. Exhale, comes up. You can use one or both hands, drawing it across. Try to keep your hip anchored and also straight at your knee, which requires you to contract your quad or the big muscle on the front of the leg. And exhale. The exhalation signals the body that it's okay to lengthen and relax, so it doesn't go and try to protect you from that discomfort. And let's go exhale. We're aiming toward our shoulder, between our clavicle and our shoulder. Inhale as it lowers down. Exhale and lift. And just 2 more times. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift, anchoring the hip. And last one. And again, if you were doing this without a strap, you can certainly use your hand to assist and pull. The strap facilitates the rotation, but it can certainly be done without it. And we'll go ahead and remove that from this side and place it on the other for our last 2 on our straight leg. So we take our strap, wrap it around. It goes around the inside. So we promote internal rotation. We start with it down on the mat and exhale, drawing it up, aiming to about our nose or the center of the body. Anchor your hip down. You can use your free hand in your hip crease to pull the hip down if that's helpful for you. Inhale as you lower and exhale, pull. Inhale, lower. Exhale. Now I know I'm moving quickly through our material today. If you find that when you practice this yourself, you need to do it a little bit more slowly, that's fine as well. And exhale. Inhale as you come all the way down. Exhale, lift. I'm lifting with my muscles and assisting at the end to get that extra stretch using the strap. And exhale, anchoring the hip. Leg stays straight at the knee, very important. And last 2. And last one. Exhale, soften your shoulders. Bring the leg down, and while it's got that strap on, we can open it out to the side. That helps to keep the foot upright. Bringing it all the way back, we'll unwrap and add external rotation. So we bring this leg to the outside corner of the mat, so it's outside of the shoulder line. As it comes up, coming across the body, we've got external rotation, meaning the toes are out, the heel is leading. You'll feel that significantly as you draw it up and across. Inhale as it comes all the way down. Think of your ankle bone aiming to the inside of your shoulder. So we don't want to go way outside. We want to go right in close so that you're getting good rotation on that leg, and again, contraction in your quad and knee stays straight. Exhale as you come up. Inhale as you lower. Exhale, leg that's on the mat is helping to stabilize you by gently pressing down or staying engaged. Inhale as you lower. Exhale, come all the way up. Inhale as you lower. Exhale and come up. Last one. Inhale, lower. Exhale and lift. All right, so we'll take that strap off. Now while it's here, go ahead and take a little wrap and place it around your foot, sliding that to around the ball of your foot. And again, these can be done down on the floor, part way up, or all the way up. And we're working the muscles on the side of the leg, the anterior and posterior tibialis. They're generally very weak, and they're super important muscles for us to keep strong and flexible. So think of pulling up on your pinky toe side, like you're trying to lift your pinky toe towards your ear, and then assist with the strap. So you're pulling, in this case, just on the outside strap to turn your foot. The stretch goes in your ankle on the inside. So we point away like you're pushing the gas pedal and pull up on just the outside. Inhale as you push away, lift with your muscles first, and pull with the outside of the strap. Inhale, push away, lift the pinky toe side first, and pull with the strap. And just 3 more times. last two. This helps us to strengthen our ankle, stretch the ankle, helps us to avoid injury. And last one on this side, and then lift the big toe side. Now as you do the big toe side, you'll notice that the ankle turns much easier the way that we're anatomically designed. The ankle turns out much easier and rolls. We still need to stretch and strengthen this side. I like people to especially work on the pinky toe side because we are inherently weak there. Inhale, push away like you're pushing the gas pedal, and pull up on that pinky toe side. Again, both directions are important to help us strengthen and avoid injury. And just two more times on the big toe side. Lift and pull up. Last one. Excellent. Knee bends. We take our strap off, place it on the other foot. Little wrap around the foot. Leg extends. And let's pull up on the pinky toe side. So really want to see your foot turn. If you want to do this part or any of it with shoes on, lightweight shoes on, that's fine. It keeps the strap on a little bit easier, and it keeps in this position from your foot feeling like it's being squeezed by the strap. So you can put shoes on. We're pulling on that pinky toe side only, kind of like you're turning a horse with reins. Inhale, push away like you're pushing a gas pedal. Exhale, pull up, pinky toe side. Try to feel the muscle on the outside working. Push away, pull up. Just three more times. Inhale as you push away. Still want to breathe through it. Exhale, pull up. And last two. And last one. And then switch to your big toe side. So we keep the strap in the same spot. Turn the foot, and you'll find it turns a lot easier on this big toe side. Inhale, push away. Exhale, pull up. Think of lifting the big toe towards your nose. Inhale, push away. Exhale, pull up. Inhale, push away, and experiment with different positions. See how it feels to have it more elevated. If it's easier or more difficult for you, you can do it all the way down to the floor. So see what works best for you, which position. And last two, big toe side. Last one. All right, so the lower body is pretty well stretched out, but we do have to address one more muscle group. So we stretched our calves. We have another group underneath, or a muscle underneath, called the soleus. You can use your strap to assist, or you can use your hands, depending on your flexibility, if you can reach that. Most importantly, our knee is bent to about 90 degrees. Heel is on the mat or the floor. You can have shoes on if you'd like. So the point is, we want to point our foot, flex your foot, so you're sitting up tall out of your back, and reach either with your hands or use the strap to pull and get the stretch. So the stretch is very similar, the move is very similar to what we did before. The difference is that our knee is bent. So by bending the knee, we're stretching a different muscle, and that stretches all the way down through the Achilles. This is a great stretch to avoid plantar fasciitis, or to help to get past it. The remedy for plantar fasciitis, which is a tear in that tissue in the sole of your feet, which is very painful. The cure is stretching. And so we want to maintain our flexibility in our lower body. It's imperative for a proper gait. And it can make a big difference even in things like your neck and shoulders. So try to do at least 10 here. Inhale as you push away. Exhale as you pull it up. And the last two. Sitting up tall out of your back. Now if you find this is an uncomfortable position for you, you can put yourself up against a sofa or a wall. Put a little pillow in there just to keep you from going down. We want to be sitting up tall out of our back. Now, as we did in our other foot movements, you can add the other two ankles by putting the strap around your foot, push it away like the gas pedal, and then pull up on your pinky toe side. So you're in actuality turning your foot, and again, stretching through the inside and strengthening through the outside. These muscles are very important to stay strong and flexible. Inhale as you relax it down, pull up. I'm not pulling my foot into position. I'm using the muscles to lift it, and then I just use my strap to stretch at the end. And point. And pull up, pinky toe side. and point, and pull up pinky toe side. And again, keep reminding yourself to keep your shoulders out of it. Sometimes they sneak up and get tension, hold tension when they don't need to. You may find that in this position, you really feel these muscles. They're very small, typically not very strong, yet very important for our proper gait. And just 2 more times. Inhale as you relax it forward. Exhale, pull up. Also, foot problems, bunions, things like that are these muscles being weak will contribute to your foot spreading or possibly getting a bunion on one or the other side of your foot. And then let's go the other way. So we're taking the big toe side, we pull up, turn, pulling just on that inside strap, and relax the foot, point away, and pull up. And inhale through the easy part, exhale through the lift. Keep reminding yourself to sit up out of your back. Again, if you need to, press yourself up against a piece of furniture to assist. Keep your abs pulling in to help support you. And we'll do 3 more times on this big toe side. And you may really feel it in this position. These muscles, they don't get a lot of work. They're being very specifically worked as we take the upper leg out of it. So again, you may feel a lot of fatigue here, which is a good thing. We're exercising some muscles that haven't gotten a lot of work. Let's go ahead and take this off, and we'll switch that over to the other side. Put this wrap around your foot. Again, you can do this with shoes on if you find that it's squishing your foot or feeling uncomfortable across the bottom of your foot. So we point, flex. I always try to start with the pinky toe side and point. Either side is okay to start with. I just develop a method and try to stick with it. And inhale as you push away. Exhale, pinky toe side pulls up. Shoulders stay down. Inhale as you push away. Exhale, pull up. Really give a good stretch on that side. Use the strength of your arms. Inhale as you push away. Exhale, pull up. So you can see after you get able to focus on it, you may be able to do this while you watch the news or something else. But at first, you really need to pay good full attention to what you're doing so that you get good contraction and good alignment. And just 2 more times on that pinky toe side. And last one. And we're almost done. We do the big toe side. We'll pull up just on that inside strap, turning the foot for a big stretch. Good stretch. Shoulders stay down. Use the strength of your arms. Try to keep your neck out of it. Inhale through the easy. Exhale through the work. Try to keep your knee in alignment, so don't let it drop over to the side. Pull up on the big toe side. And last 3. And you can see, even though I'm not counting, I'm counting to myself. You got that 1 1,000, 2 1,000, or 1 chocolate chip, 2 chocolate chip, whatever speaks to you. Last one, pull that up. And there is your lower body stretching, hamstring, ankles, calves, soleus, and a little bit of the hip. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll look forward to you joining me for our future stretching videos. Have a wonderful day.